Hey guys, I'm s7yler, and in this video I'm going to review the international version of the ZUK C1, or as some call it ZUK C1, from efoxshop.com. Link down below in the video description, and currently eFox can deliver it from their warehouse in Europe or China. So the C1 is a phone with some really nice hardware inside, and some even see this model as a worthy competitor to the OnePlus 2. The design is at first glance nothing special, and it looks pretty normal. The backside is made of shiny plastic, similar to what you can find on the Xiaomi Mi 4 or LED TV S1. But regarding the specifications, it is a 5.5-inch phone with Full HD, built-in front fingerprint scanner, a full CNC made metal frame, tons of built-in sensors, capacitive buttons with backlight, a notification LED, very good connectivity and camera, and last but not least, Cyanogen OS as main system with a lot of possibilities to customize and tweak. So if you want to see the accessories and wall charger included in the phone, please go to my channel and search for my ZUK C1 hands-on video where I do a complete unboxing. I will also provide a link for the unboxing video below in the video description. And now let's have a look at the phone design. So on the top we find the light and proximity sensor, a notification LED with multicolor, the ear speaker together with an 8 megapixel OmniVision 8865 CMOS front camera. The phone has a 5.5 inch 1080p Full HD IPS display, and it's very sharp, vivid and bright. In the bottom we find the menu, home and back buttons, and the menu and back are small dots with low backlight, while the home button is a fingerprint scanner and mechanical button that you can actually press down. On the back side, which is non-removable and made of shiny plastic, we find a 30 megapixel Sony IMX214 external rear camera with aperture 2.2 and optical image stabilization, together with a strong dual LED flash. Inside the phone we will also find a 4100 mAh battery that also supports Qualcomm's quick charge, and last we see the logo. In the bottom of the phone we find the 3.0 USB Type-C port, the microphone and the speaker grill, and the sound quality from the speaker is actually pretty good. On the right side we find the volume rocker together with the power button, and they both feel solid. In the top we find the 3.5mm headphone jack, which provides excellent sound, loud and clear with good bass. And last, on the left side we find a dual Nano SIM tray, which you have to open up with a small pin. The phone does not support extra micro SD card, and that's also why it comes with a pretty big ROM. So let me open up the dual Nano SIM tray and let's have a close up of the tray. And both slots support LTE, so in the phone settings you can switch between the two. So now let's turn on the phone, and I just press on the home button, and you can see it unlocks instantly because I also hold my finger on the home button. It will read your fingerprint and unlock. Let's try this once again. I will click, and you can see it's really fast, and this is of course also working 360 degree. Let's try this once again from here. And one thing you also can set up is to double tap the home to lock, like this. But you can also double tap the status bar. So that's really convenient. Let's try with another finger, this finger here for example. And you can see it doesn't unlock at all. So this is not working. When I take this one, it will work instantly. So this is definitely one of the best fingerprint scanners I have tried for a long time, and it works for me 9 out of 10 times. Other fingerprint scanners I have tried in the past on other phones, some were also really good, but this one here is one of the best I have tried ever. And let me also show you the lock screen. So when I turn it on, you can see that I have this like blurring wallpaper. Actually it's not a wallpaper, it's just set to no wallpaper, and it will be transparent so you can see through the lock screen actually, Let me try to open up, for example, the file manager. Let's check the lock screen again, and you can see the file manager here in the background. Of course, you can also set a normal wallpaper like on normal phones, but I kind of like this transparent look on the lock screen. I think it's pretty cool. And what you see here is Cyanogen OS 12.1 based on Android 5.1.1. And we see the typical icons for Cyanogen. And of course, the whole OS also support themes. You can change a lot of things. You can tweak and customize. Let me just scroll a little bit here. So you can see the speed is really smooth. Let's see the app drawer. Let me show you the settings, widgets, and here you see wallpapers, widgets and settings. We have some special settings here for the search bar, scroll effect, icons, and the wallpaper. You can change the grid size, customize. Let's get back. You can also change here the layout, the scroll effect, sorting mode, icon labels and so on. And let me show you also here the Android version in about phone. So of course support OTA, OTA, wireless updates, system updates, and in fact I already got about 3 updates so far. You can disable or enable advanced mode. We see the model number, Cyanogen OS version 12.1, Android version 5.1.1. We see the build date and build number. And let's have a closer look at the buttons. So we will here have 2 small dots. These are capacitive touch buttons. And we can see there is a little bit of backlight in these in white. And we have the home button here. And this is a mechanical button you can press down. And the phone also supports notification LED, and this is multicolor. You can change the color. There are a lot of different colors to choose from. I will show this later in the settings. Let's have a look here in the top. You can see the quick toggles. We have AudioFX, hotspot, different modes for the display, automatic, off, night mode, outdoor. Let's see the AudioFX. You can change some settings for the bass and virtualizer, and you can change to classical, dance, flat, folk, heavy metal, hip hop and so on. You can change for speaker mode or the headset. And let's also try the Vibrate tester. The motor is pretty loud, as you can hear, but the vibration itself in the phone is not so strong. And next up, let's have a look at the black border, the bezels. So you do notice that we have this black border around the screen. And I would say it's okay, it's not that thick, but still it's very visible. And here you can see the Wi-Fi, and also I'm using dual SIM. So the connectivity is excellent. My Wi-Fi signal here is in top, and also my 2 networks. While I tested the phone, I had no kind of network issues or Wi-Fi, and I must say that the Wi-Fi is really good. I would say actually it's better than on my Samsung Galaxy S6. For some reason, sometimes downstairs with my Galaxy S6, I don't get a good signal, but with this one, the C1, actually I got a pretty decent signal still. So the Wi-Fi definitely is good. There are no Wi-Fi issues at all. Let's have a look inside the camera app. Okay, so you see that one here. You can just scroll down to change the mode, night, action, HDR and so on. Let's check out the autofocus. So as you notice, the autofocus is also working fine. Okay, and let's see what we have here. I believe this is panorama. We have some settings here for the camera in 4:3, 13 megapixels. And we can also see if we go down to 16:9 widescreen, it's 9.7 megapixels. Quality 100%, but you can also change this. Face detection, when we have auto exposure, anti-banding and so on. Let's see for the video mode, and here we have up to full HD 1080p, so there is no 4K video, but I believe they could maybe add this to the firmware. We just have to wait and see. Video codec, audio codec. Okay, and let's see general, power shutter, volume zoom, left-handed or bright screen. And let's see a sample here in the night with low light actually. And here a normal picture from outside. Let's just zoom a little bit. See nice details, good colors. And this picture here was taken directly in the sun. So I have taken some samples using the rear camera sensor in order to show you how the device performs. Take a look at these samples and be the judge yourself, because it's in the eye of the beholder. The link to the samples can be found in the video description. The front facing camera is also really good, and it takes some sharp, good pictures, but unfortunately it doesn't support any autofocus, but without it still takes some pretty good pictures. And when the front facing camera is activated, you can actually also use the front fingerprint scanner to shoot the picture like this, or you can hold it. You can also use the power button. And now I'm going to try to take a picture in the dark just with the LED flash. Let's see. So you can see it's really sharp. Good details and good colors still. The LEDs are doing a good job. So we have here dual LEDs on the rear side. And they are okay, not the strongest, but still fine for night shots. So if you stare directly into the LEDs, they are really bright, but if you use it as a torch like here, you can see it could be maybe a little bit stronger, but it's okay, I would say. And here you can see the viewing angles here from the bottom. Let's try from the side. Nice viewing angles and a very bright display. You can still see the display really clear and sharp. And when using earphones, the sound is clear and loud. There are no issues at all. Also the bass is really good, so it's a joy to listen to music. And next up, let's try out a test call. Let's see the proximity sensor. This is working.
To change your personal options,
let's try out the ear speaker.
you have 0 new messages, 1 saved messages. To listen to today's messages, press 1. To listen to your new messages, press 2.
Okay, so that was the ear speaker sound quality, and you can hear it's clear and loud. And now to a live GPS test that I recorded. So you could see the results. You can see the fix was really fast here, and the accuracy is down on 4 meters, in use 13. In view 22, the signals are pretty strong. We have support for GLONASS. The compass is also working. now down on 3 meters in use 12, and you can see it's stable. Overall, a very good and nice GPS. Excellent for navigation. And now let's try out the sound test with the built-in speaker. And here inside the settings in display and light, we see some settings for the lights, battery light and notification light. Let's see in notification. So you can change the color. And here you can see the notification LED in white. And now here in blue. And here light for the battery. So the display support double tap to wake. Let me show you the settings. We have these here, double tap to wake, double tap to sleep on the home or the status bar, and we have prevent accidental wake up. You can also change the LCD density. Right now it's on 440 dpi. So if you set it lower, the icons will get smaller, and you will have space for more icons on the home screen. And notice also that we have something called live display, optimized your screen based on time of day and ambient conditions to improve readability and reduce eye strain. We have color calibration. You can also change the rotation, auto rotate screen, or you can set it to 0 degrees, 90, 180 and 270 degrees. Even like this, upside down. And here in the SIM cards, when you are using 2 SIMs, you can choose SIM 1 or 2 for the mobile data. Both slots will support LTE. And inside sounds, you can set as a ringtone for each SIM card. So SIM 1 ringtone and SIM 2 another ringtone. And it of course also have full support for themes. So you can see theme system or ZUK. Let's customize. You can change the status bar, the fonts, the icons, wallpaper, lock screen wallpaper, default controls and so on. Even the boot animation can be changed. And inside lock screen and fingerprint, we have different settings. Set a pattern, pin or password. You can manage the fingerprints. You can add more. And there is also smart lock. And you can add trusted devices. For example, if you go to your car and connect with the Bluetooth in your car, it will add as trusted device and then it will not lock. We see buttons, so here you can change the buttons. Enable on-screen navigation bar. Let's try this. Now you see these buttons on screen and these are not working in the hardware. Let's disable this again. You can set up the buttons, end call with the power button. You can wake up the device with the home button, or you can even disable it. Answer call with the home button. And you can set up the buttons here if you long press or double tap. So double tap the home button is screen off by me, like this. And we also find here for status bar, the clock, the battery icon, brightness control and notification count. So I can just, for example, hold my finger here to turn up the brightness, turn it down here. notification drawer. So quick pull down is here in the corner. It will pull down fast, but in the center you see doesn't go down fast, only here. Let's have a look at the RAM consumption. Free 1.4 gigabyte of 3. You can see the system is using pretty much here. Also the apps. Let's see, cached. And here we have the storage. Total space 54.69 gigabyte. Has support for USB on the go. The phone is also multi-language, so let's just scroll through these so you can see what's supported. And let's also have a look inside developer options. So here we will find advanced reboot, quick boot mode. In the rest of the video I'm going to run some different test apps, show you some results, and end this with a game test and my list of personal pros and cons. So if you want to know more, stay tuned. Now to my pros and cons. First to the pros. It has fast 3.0 USB Type-C with a reversible connector, so that's very convenient. It comes with Cyanogen OS, and that's definitely a plus. It has good Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS and network connection. I did not experience any problems or issues with that. It has very good battery life and on-screen time. And remember also to check out the Geekbench 3 battery test that I have posted below in the video description. It has good sound quality from the built-in speaker and also from the 3.5mm headphone jack. It has many built-in sensors, and it features things like e-compass and gyroscope, and also Google Cardboard works fine. It has a multicolored notification LED and touch buttons with backlight, and the fingerprint scanner is very fast and very good. It has very good camera quality from both rear and front, and in my opinion the pictures are very sharp and definitely looks good. But remember to check out the samples and be the judge yourself. It has a good Full HD IPS display with very nice viewing angles and colors. And last, the SoC is maybe not the newest anymore, but enough for heavy 3D games. So to the cons are that it has a pretty ordinary phone design with round corners and a metal frame. It seems that they ran out of new ideas to the design. There's no possibility to use an extra micro SD card. You have to live with the built-in storage, but okay, the storage is also pretty big. There's no NFC, wireless charging or built-in IR blaster. And because of the Snapdragon 801, it only runs in 32-bit mode, so there's no 64-bit. Also, as many flagship models from China, this phone here is also missing LTE band 20, so there is no band 20 support for LTE. The back cover feels a bit cheap, but okay, I've seen the same on the Xiaomi Mi 4 and also the LED TV S1. And now to my final words about this model. In my opinion, this phone is a worthy competitor to the OnePlus 2 that I also own. I must admit that the C1 has surprised me. I didn't really expect much when I received it for the first time, but after I have used it and learned the device better, I must say that I'm pretty impressed because the hardware is excellent and the OS has so many different possibilities. I did not experience any problems with the Wi-Fi or the camera. Both things worked flawless for me, and I was also really satisfied with the build quality and performance of the phone. That's it for the review. Remember also to check out my blog. You'll find the link in the video description. If you have any questions, please comment below, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.